Welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. My name is Horst Lüning, this is my son Ben, and today we have a closer look to our well-known Dalwhinnie in the Distillers Edition. And that's something special. We all know the Dalwhinnie 15 years of age, which is there since 1989, I think. Since the Classic Malts of Scotland appeared, and a few years or a decade later, I think, the Distillers Edition appeared on the market, and these are, well, the regular distillery bottlings, but finished in special casks. And the Dalwhinnie is finished in an Oloroso sherry cask, and that's, well, one of my favorite.
So what I do like about Dalwhinnie is it is a distillery with a lot of history, and what I found out on my last tour is that there's a lot of difference in the spirit and the character of the distillery if you look at the condensers. The condensers really have a lot of influence on the spirit, and Dalwhinnie is one of these old distilleries that go with warm tubs. And the warm tubs always go with a bit more spiciness, a bit more.
And there's more
richness.
contact with the copper.
Actually, they say it's less contact with copper.
Okay,
so it's
faster.
It's a bit faster, so it has a bit more kick to it.
Okay. Yeah.
So, but everybody tells a different
So
story.
when I was there the first time, it was, I think, 1995, and there I saw they had brand new wood at the warm tubs. So now the wood is 25 years old. Yeah, still looks good. Dalwhinnie is always bottled at 43% ABV, the regular 15-year-old, as well as the Distillers Edition. And the Distillers Edition is always the same age as the regular Dalwhinnie is. And every year there's a new vintage. So with the Dalwhinnie 15 years of age, we always have this 15 year of age. And here we have a vintage, and this one is 2004 to 2019. So this is the brand new bottle this year. And as I said, I like Oloroso sherry cask, I like Dalwhinnie.
Yeah.
And Dalwhinnie is one of the, well, really affordable whiskies with a higher age statement on it. And so the Distillers Edition is not that extremely expensive as others are. So for a 15-year-old sherry cask finished whiskey, this is okay with the price, and we're, well, between 50 and 60 euros, dollars, pounds, wherever you live.
Yeah, in terms of maturation, the Dalwhinnie is also a bit unique, as it is very high. So the Dalwhinnie, I think when you arrived at Dalwhinnie, it had snow. And it's quite cold there, right?
Yeah, so it's a mountain pass where the north-south routes mixed with the east-west routes. And there was this small town of Dalwhinnie where this distillery evolved. And it is said it's the highest located malt whiskey distillery in the world, or in Scotland, not in the world, in Scotland, from the highest distillery in Scotland. But I'm not quite sure if this is still right. I have to look very carefully at the maps if other distilleries are located not that high. So it must be just a few tens of feet in difference. But if when they write it on the label or in the card box, it might be okay.
Oloroso cask wood, okay. So how many ABVs do we see?
43.
43, okay.
As always with Dalwhinnie. Yeah, it's a little cold today, isn't it?
Yeah,
so
it is.
Your room wasn't heated, and the bottle stood in there. So we need a few seconds to get it warm.
Yeah, but the lights are pretty strong, so we gotta be fine here.
Yeah. So this is Dalwhinnie as it is. First is a light honey note, then a heather note with it. And then, of course, the sherry, lots of it, and maltiness. So that's it.
I do love it. It's for me the sherry note was the first one, the dominant one. Yes, we do have a bit of honey. There's a bit of heather going on as well. So yeah, it's a very light, delicate, interesting whiskey. I don't have that much of this spiciness yet.
No, it's a friendly, welcoming, typical Highland whiskey, which is very, very friendly and gentle on the nose. Yeah. Cheers.
Cheers.
So it's a little stronger on the tongue. It's stronger than the 43% suggest first. It's a little mouth-watering. The oakiness comes through. And a little citrus note appears from the distillery character. Going over to grapefruit. There's a hint of bitterness from the cask. It's 15 years of age. It's really old, isn't it? Yeah.
It's mild and gentle. I do have a little bit of hint of spiciness, but I would more say it comes more from the wood. You said a citrus character. I would even define it as a little bit of a grapefruit character. It's a bit of a bittersweet note in there with a I don't know, just it feels a little bit dry it just feels like a grapefruit a bit. With a lot of flowers and fruit in there. So it's a really is this is just a finish, or is it?
It's just a finish.
Just a finish. It's strong for a finish.
It's strong for a finish. For 43%, it's really strong. And 15 years of age, so there has to be some cask influence in it. And well, it's drier in the aftertaste. So a wonderful piece of work. So if you like the Dalwhinnie 15 years of age, which is priced in the 30s, so it's really affordable, then this one is, well, the better one for the holiday season or for a gift for a relative, where you might get a heritage. Sorry. Yeah, so this is really a good one. Yeah.
I like it. It's definitely one of the good ones. I think we had. Do you have still the old Distillers Edition there? Yes, it's 2003, 2018 one.
And this is 2004 to
How much would you say do they vary?
Oh, not much. So
not much.
The amount. So if you have the better matured cask, they will bottle it as the regular 15-year-old, and if they are lighter in character, then they will move it into the more intense finishing cask, so that they do no longer have to give the whiskey away to blenders, but do their upgrade for the whiskey themselves, and they are bottling such an awful lot of whiskey, so really masses, so that the differences between those batches aren't that high. There are differences, but from time to time, I think the difference appear in your brain.
Yeah, I think that the difference in perception between us and you watching this will be bigger than the differences between the different years. So maybe they change over style over years, probably not. So if you have a different vintage, it will be similar. To what we have right now. Okay, so thank you very much for watching and see you next time.